Morning. It's my October update. I haven't been recording very much because, well, end of the year, nothing really much left to record because the garden's dying. I actually still have flowers. I still have flowers blooming, but it's still warm enough for them, but it's not warm enough for the bees. They do come out in the middle of the day when it's warm enough, but during the morning sometimes I'll see the bees on the flowers just frozen still because they can't move because it's too cold. But yeah, right now it's the last week of October right now, and we actually got frost. Well, we had frost yesterday, so it's getting into the thick of the cold. The last of my plants are dying, which is my beans, which they've been just sitting for the past month or two, just producing seeds that I can use for next year. Yeah, all there is left in the garden to do is plant my garlic, but that might not happen till I might do it this weekend, maybe the weekend after, depending on the weather. But that's all that's left. But like with how cold it's getting, I want to get the garlic in before it gets too cold, because there's that sweet spot where you don't want to be too warm to plant garlic and you don't want to be too cold to plant it. So I'll be doing that very soon because we've been getting frost. It's been getting cold, which is weird because last week of October we got frost. Last year we didn't get frost until it was like late November. So weather's changing. So anyway, so here's an update of what it's done, because I actually did a lot in the garden just prepping it for the winter. I got this bed, which is this is going to be my asparagus bed next year, and that it's no asparagus in it yet because I gotta plant the asparagus in the spring. But I got some of my Rosa Sharons here in their pots, prepped for like in the dirt to winterize them better. I got the straw covered. That is my little maple tree. That is the apple tree. That's my lavender, which I need to wrap that because lavender does come back every year, but they are very they can rot out because of being too wet. So I might wrap it. Yeah, this is also Rose Sharon. I do have, I think it's over there somewhere, but a mulberry tree in a pot as well. Under here, we went to a park and I found a whole bunch of acorns. The park was filled with acorn trees, so I grabbed like about 50 acorn seeds. I planted them in here, so next year when they spread out, I'll take them out and I'll pot them in little pots, and then I'll let them sit, like grow up through the year, and I might sell them in the fall, or I'll wait till next year to the year after to sell them, to have like red oak saplings. Just like I'm trying to do whatever I can to get a little bit extra income, and planting trees is always a good thing. So doing that. Over here, found a weed. Over here, I just been filling it with dirt from my garden bed. So like the ones I had the tomatoes, I've emptied them out of their dirt, and all the tomato plants that are left over, I put them in here, covered it with the dirt, so it's half full about there. So in the spring I'll be topping it up in time for my spring planting. Oh, I gotta get rid of you. Ooh. Yeah, there's some plants that are invasive weeds that are popping up. Trying to get rid of them. But anyway, so this is ready, but not ready. It's like half ready. These are for my sunflowers. I chopped them down. They were done. And I'm just letting them sit here, dry out. Because then they can be really good, sturdy trellis sticks for plants to climb. So that's basically why I got them there. They'll sit there over winter. And then, yeah, they'll be good to, like, I know, make like a T-post or something like that. Have something to climb in. It'd be great. The green onions are in. Planted a bunch of little green onion seed bulblets in there, so I got a bunch of little ones. I'm not planning to do anything to them this year for harvesting. maybe next year, but right now it's fine. I got some acorns in here too, but they were old seeds I've had for a couple of years. I don't know if they'll sprout, but I put them there anyway just to see if they'll do anything. Yeah. We'll see. Over here, this bed is cleared. Last video, the corn was here. It's been already cleared out. Got all these Rose of Sharon saplings in here. They're not in pots, they're just directly in it. So they're just here to winterize over winter. Winterize over winter, yeah. This basically stay over winter, and then in the spring, I'll dig them back up and put them in little individual pots. Like, it would be bigger pots. And then that's another one, but it's already in a pot. So that's just for now. My oak tree, it's a red oak. It's doing its fall color, so that looks really nice. And it's going to be put into the garden bed where the beans are. So it could be winterized. So yeah, the flowers, the yarrow's doing good. The yellow yarrow's doing good. The white yarrow, but like my plan is this white yarrow and this yellow yarrow, I'm thinking next year I'm going to dig it up and put it in the front yard to get started on my native gardens I want to do in the front. But that's a next year project. Right now it's just try to finish getting the last of my plants in the gardens for winter. Yeah, these were from my parents. More Rose of Sharons. I gotta get them in the garden as well, but I still got a little bit of time for some of these plants because I'm just waiting until these beans are done. They've been dropping leaves. There's beans I could harvest, but some of them are still a little on the soft side, so I'm waiting a little bit longer. Some like those ones are still green, but these ones are the yellow beans. But I'm trying to let them dry out a bit. I might give them a bit because we get hit with frost, and so it's a little bit moist covered. But they're calling for rain in the next couple days, so this is kind of like the last time I could do it. Maybe the weekend. I don't know. But yeah, there's the garlic bed. And oh yeah, I haven't given an update about all this yet. So here's that 2x10 from the previous video. That tree stump is a mulberry. It was the tree that was growing in the corner, so my dad helped me rip that out. Got the corners put in, so this is all secure now. I just have to put a lining in because it is pressure treated wood, so I need to get the lining in so it doesn't, like, pressure treated wood nowadays don't have the big leaching issues like it did in the past, but they still have a little bit. So I still want to line the garden bed so it lessens it or even stops entirely. These marigolds are pretty much dead. These are just some weeds growing in here. It almost looks like a lettuce. It could be a lettuce. So this guy's in. And this guy was built. Got him in. And that was my last garden bed. I did that a couple weeks ago. So, and then got this ready. There's no garlic in it yet. Critters have been digging in it though. But for what I want to get done, I am done. This is ready to go. I haven't yet decided what I'm going to put in it next year, but during the winter, that's going to be what I'm going to be doing, is doing my garden planting. And then over here, nothing. I'm going to get rid of that. I forgot, we did a dump run this past weekend. Forgot to get rid of that. That's okay. I'll probably save it for next year. But I'm thinking at least one more garden bed here, a small one, because I'm thinking of putting grapes here. Put up a grapevine, like the trellising for the grapes. So I'm thinking of putting it right here. Have a garden bed across from it beside this one. Maybe see if I can get the same one to have beside it. And then the rest of it, I'm considering just put in nice grass, clean this out of all weeds when it, put some nice grass, patio stones, some potted plants, put a nice little bench. I think that'd be nice. Make it cute. Just a nice little seating area. But that's next year project if I get to it. But yeah, got these guys cleaned out. So they're right. But this one's the only one because this guy's still blooming and I've still been seeing some bees on it. So I was like, oh, I'll just leave it, let it do its thing, let it drop seeds. Yeah, the last of my plants here, I got my chives, got my mint, got a couple Rose of Sharon still. That's the mulberry. These are Rose Sharons. That's Shasta Daisy, which I might, like, it comes back every year, but I can't remember if it comes back from the same plant or if it's from seeds. But I'll plant that somewhere in the yard and see if it'll come back. And then these are my 2 blueberry bushes. They're doing good. But yeah. So yeah, nothing much really. Just update of what the garden's looking right now. It's nearly winter. The garden's pretty much ready. I just got the few potted plants to get them in the garden. I got the beans to deal with. There's probably some dried ones on there I can collect, but I'm trying to let it go as far as it can before, like, it's too cold. I can get the plants in. Yeah, I don't want to let it sit for too long, but it's supposed to warm up a little bit in the next week, but there's calling for rain, so that'll make it difficult. But it'll have to do. Yeah, the deck. Yeah, I mentioned that the deck is postponed until the spring. So yeah, nothing much. Just the garden update, like covering things in straw. It's I still got lots of straw that I can, once I get those last pots into the garden bed, I can get it covered in straw. But yeah, so nothing much. Just a little bit of just an October update, and then I might do a video with the garlic when I plant that, because I got the bulbs. I have the bulbs. And I got a music variety, and the other one, there wasn't like a variety name to it, it was just called regular. So I got those versions, and music is about 50 cloves, and the regular, I got about 80 cloves. Because I already tore them apart to get them ready, because I'll be doing that very soon. So that's about 130 cloves of garlic to plant in the garden bed. If I don't get them all in there, either the rest of them, I'll eat them, I'll cook with them, or I'll see about planting them somewhere else in the garden. Probably where the asparagus is going to be. I might dig a hole, put them in there, and let them grow. That's a plan. That's an idea. And that the asparagus, I can just not plant right next to it, just in the same bed, so once that garlic's done, I pull it out. But yeah, unless I can fit them all into that one garden bed, that'd be great. Yeah. So here's the end of the video. Excited for next year to get this garden going, because my plan is to do farmers market next year. So I gotta fill a lot of these garden beds with dirt though first, but yeah, it's a process. So I'm excited, and I gotta do my planning, but I'm gonna save that till December. Yeah, I'll probably wait till December, do the planning then. So yeah, December is planning day, planning month, because January I'll be starting the first seeds, which is onions, if I do bulb onions. Yeah, the truck's going by. So anyway, have a good season, good winter, stay warm,